I like that you brought up the fact that the BOJ can contribute to economic growth. One of the things we've seen, and the central bank has been hosting a number of events. We had one recently where I was talking to you and dealt with SME financing. So interest rates are coming down, but we know that there's a massive opportunity for SMEs, some $2+ billion Jamaican dollars of funding gap to get financing to SMEs. How do we get that financing to them there? Or is it coming and we're just not seeing it as yet? It's not as public.
Right. It's coming, but coming more slowly than we would want. But just look at it logically. When we get the exit of government out of the debt market, the banks have to lend to the private sector more and more. They're going to start with the very best customers because that's the low-hanging fruit. Right? So they've loaned to them aggressively and at rates that are very attractive for them. Big business in Jamaica is a static over the interest rates. Then the banks are focused a little bit further down into the mid-tier companies, and they are lending them also aggressively. A lot of competition down there, and those rates are coming down too. They have to deal with the SMEs also if they want continued growth. And so we find that the credit is leaking out into that sector more than before. However, we have a problem in the sense of onboarding and knowing your customer is a big problem in Jamaica because we don't have any unique identification number system. Right. So it's a bit onerous to onboard people coming out of the informal sector. We recently made 2 significant adjustments to our AML/CFT legislation in Jamaica. And what that is going to do is allow the banks to be more flexible in how they onboard small, medium enterprises.
Right. Okay.
So the same KYC that they have been using for big, high quality customers, they were using for SMEs. Now the new legislation allows them to look at it more flexibly and set a different set of KYC standards for them. We expect that out of that, the inclusion of SMEs in the market will be easier.
No, so I'm very glad to hear that because as you know, I worked at a financial institution here in Jamaica and our know your customer rules, anti-money laundering. It was so hard to onboard companies. I'm very glad to hear legislation is coming and that we're going to be able to facilitate financial inclusion.